Have you ever pondered over the value of your life? This intriguing question sets the stage for our narrative today. Imagine a young child full of curiosity asking his father about the worth of his own existence. The father, wise and patient, hands the child a simple stone, setting in motion a sequence of events that will illuminate this profound inquiry. Just like the child, we're about to embark on a journey to discover the value of our lives. The child's first destination was the market. A bustling place of exchange and chatter, the market was a hub of activity. The child, clutching the stone, waited patiently. After a while, a woman, wise in years and sharp in mind, approached him. Her curiosity piqued by the child's silent offering, she inquired about the stone's price. In response, the child, following his father's advice, simply raised 2 fingers. The woman, interpreting this as 200 rupees, agreed to the price and purchased the stone. A wave of surprise washed over the child. This seemingly ordinary stone was suddenly worth 200 rupees. The thrill of the unexpected transaction filled him with a sense of accomplishment. His heart pounded in his chest as he held the crumpled notes in his hand. He had to share this with his father. Surprised and elated, the child rushes home to share the news with his father. The next day, the child heads to the museum. In the midst of antiquities and relics, he positions himself quietly, the stone in his hands. Just as the day before, a man approaches him. This man, a businessman, eyes the stone keenly. When asked for the price, the child, following his father's instruction, raises 2 fingers. The businessman, without a second thought, assumes the stone is priced at 20,000. He agrees to the price, pays the child, and leaves with the stone. The child is left standing, astonished by the day's events. A simple stone which was valued at 200 just a day before had now fetched him 20,000. His heart races with excitement and disbelief. Once again, the child returns home, amazed and eager to tell his father about his day. The final destination was the biggest stone shop in the city. Upon entering, the child was greeted by the owner, a man known far and wide for his discerning eye for precious stones. The child presented the stone, a sense of anticipation bubbling within him. The owner inspected the stone with an intense gaze, his experienced eyes scanning over every tiny facet. When asked for the price, the child, as always, held up his 2 fingers. The shopkeeper's eyes widened, his voice filled with surprise as he replied, "Do you mean to say this stone is worth 200,000 rupees?" The child nodded, and without a moment's hesitation, the shopkeeper agreed to the price. The child's heart raced as he left the shop, the weight of the money in his hand feeling almost surreal. He had taken a simple stone and transformed it into a small fortune, simply by changing where he chose to sell it. The excitement was overwhelming, and he could hardly wait to share the news with his father. With the stone sold for an unimaginable amount, the child hurries home to recount his incredible experience. The simple act of selling a stone had become a journey of self-discovery, a lesson in valuing oneself that he would carry with him for the rest of his life. Finally, the father and the child sit down for a heart-to-heart. With a warm smile, the father begins to unfold the wisdom behind his actions. He explains, "You see, my child, the value of the stone changed based on where you took it. At the market, it was worth 200, at the museum 20,000, and at the stone shop 200,000. It was the same stone but perceived differently in each place." The father then draws the most vital analogy. "Your life, my child, is like this stone. Its worth can be perceived as 220,000 or even 200,000. It all depends on where you choose to place yourself and how you perceive your own worth." With a gentle pat on the child's back, the father concludes, "Remember, the value of your life depends on how you